change is something that we look at as something that comes at us, all right? And it's Colorado. I come from Denver, Colorado. And you probably have heard in the news, you know, the devastating floods that we have had in Colorado. And I mean, yesterday when I left, it was still raining in Colorado. And rain is nothing more than drops of water. And when we take a drop of water from rain that comes down and we take it one at a time, it's easy to take. But when it comes to us as a torrent, like it did in Colorado, we cannot manage it. So the idea with change is, how do we take it one drop at a time and assimilate it? So I hope is that in the next half hour, I can talk to you a little bit about why change should be fun and why we should joyfully embrace change. I mean, I had an employee once that came to me and said, Andre, you know, you are the kind of person that if we come running to you and we tell you the sewer pipe broke and in the basement we are up to our necks in doo-doo, you will say, oh, great, what a fabulous opportunity to meet the plumber, okay? And so, no, I don't want to be that much of an optimist and to say that change truly is fun, but it's attitude. You know, how we accept change is truly up to us. How many of you, make some noise because I can't see if you raised your hand, but how many of you are iPhone users? Whoa, yes. So, how many of you changed now to the iOS 7 that just came out? Okay. So, it's only a few of you, okay? It's a lot less, okay? The others are saying, I'm going to let those suckers try it out, right? And I'm going to wait and see how they bleed in adopting the new technology before I dive in. So there's not a lot of people that are standing there, oh man, I can't wait for iOS 7 to come out so I can learn a new system. Tell you what, I'm one of those. I love technology and I love the changes that technology can bring to us. And for me, I lost my eyesight 2 years ago, very suddenly. And you can't believe what a difference my iPhone makes for me and my iPad. They read everything to me. But when they change the system and it comes up with iOS 7, okay, I have to relearn a whole new system. The gestures that I use are different from the ones that you use. And I have to completely relearn it. So it is harder for me to absorb a whole new operating system. But I just can't wait to get my hands on it and see what are the improvements. What is the next significant thing? Because I want to grab that drop of rain that came down as iOS 7 and take it as a drop. I don't want to take it as an avalanche or a flood coming at me when I said I'm going to bypass iOS 7 because it's just too difficult to take. I don't want to do it right now. And I'm not ready for the change, okay? I'm going to wait it out. And what happens is when we do that, okay, we just keep reinforcing our fear of change. And then we don't change, and then the time leaves us behind. And we can't keep up with what is going on. I was in a meeting with one of my board members. And my vision was deteriorating on a daily basis, okay? And I'm sitting in front of this man, and he is ugly, all right? And I'm looking at him, and all of a sudden, boom, it's like went down a diopter, okay? My vision went down a little bit more. And I'm going, God forbid that this is the last thing that I see. So moments like that did scare me, okay? There's a gentleman by the name of Erik Weihenmayer. Anybody hear of Erik Weihenmayer? Erik Weihenmayer, maybe when I tell you the story, you will know. He is a blind guy that has climbed all the tallest peaks in every continent, all right? And right now, this summer, he kayaked the entire Grand Canyon on a solo kayak, all right? See, he had guides and people talking to him, okay, so forth, and telling him which way to go. But he is an unbelievable man. And he calls me up, he says, Andre, let's go bike riding. Yeah, he's blind, he's totally blind. And I'm partially blind. And so he said, all right, we're going to go bike riding. And he has 2 tandems. And we went out riding. And on the ride, he told me, he says, Andre, I need you to remember one thing. You are who you are still. Your brain is your brain. Nobody took your brain away. You lost one of your senses. What's the big deal? Okay? There's so much more that you can do in this life than being miserable. I was ready to go and lock myself up in the basement and say, you know what am I going to do? I lost my eyesight. And that is part of change. That is part of things that just happened. You remember that cute, cuddly little baby you had that turned into this gawky, pimple-faced, foul-mouthed teenager? It is change, right? What about us, right? We went from gorgeous to becoming our parents, right? And it's change. So why do we fight it? Why are we so upset with it? Okay? It's so much easier to just say, okay, I cannot control my eyesight, but I can control my attitude. It's change. So why do we fight it? Why are we so upset with it? Okay? It's so much easier to just say, okay, I cannot control my eyesight, but I can control my attitude.